If I had to choose a favorite route in the world, this would be the one. I'm talking about the Costa Brava, between Barcelona and Girona. On Spain's best coastal road, we checked out just how wide the grin on the saddle of the Ducati Monster SP would be. With the finest equipment, a lively engine and agile handling, the Italian promises a lot of riding fun on winding roads. For me, at least, the Costa Brava is the best coastal road I've ever experienced. Halfway between Barcelona and Girona, 20 kilometers of the finest asphalt await you here, with wonderfully tight bends that are lined up close together and offer views of cliffs, sandy beaches and the vast sea. What's more, there is virtually no traffic here outside the main season, which makes the Costa Brava almost perfect. But on our winter escape to the Barcelona area last year, I was out and about on long-legged touring enduros like the Husqvarna Norden 901. It's fun too, but 21-inch front wheels are a bit limiting in the corners. With its narrow design and sporty acceleration, the Monster SP is also suitable as a speedy city runabout. However, I cannot recommend it as an everyday machine. This is by no means due to the ergonomics, which are good for my 1.85-meter height. The wide handlebars are positioned at exactly the right height so that there is hardly any pressure on the wrists and relaxed riding is possible without any problems, but at the same time the attack position can be adopted quickly. What makes the Monster SP8 a little tiring in the urban jungle, however, is the unfortunate combination of a rough engine running at low revs and a sluggish clutch. Below 3,000 RPM, the 937cc V2 engine is out of its comfort zone and only gets into gear very jerkily and unevenly. The clutch is a quick fix here, but it requires so much manual force on the lever that at least my delicate journalist's hands quickly cry out for a rest. The waste heat from the engine is also noticeable in city riding. All in all, the Monster SP is not very comfortable to ride in dense urban traffic, which is hardly surprising. After all, it is designed almost entirely for attacking on country roads. In sporty riding mode, the suspension and brakes make the biggest difference to the standard Monster. The golden color shows at first glance that Ducati has equipped the Monster SP with very fine goods. At the front, an Öhlins Nix 30 telescopic fork upside down with a diameter of 43mm and 150mm suspension travel. At the rear, an Öhlins shock absorber with 150mm travel and full adjustment options, as on the fork. Braking has remained the same at the rear with the 245mm single disc, but at the front, the two 320mm brake discs are gripped by powerful Brembo Stylmer brake calipers. This combination creates confidence in the sporty capabilities of the Monster SP. Because only when there is a secure feeling, when braking and in a leaning position, does the throttle open without holding back. The Monster SP can be ridden very sharply towards the radius. With hardly any force on the lever and a clear pressure point, the Italian decelerates precisely and vehemently at the same time. The crisply tuned fork dips only slightly and very predictably, allowing the deuce to tip cleanly into a lean angle. There, the bike is stable through the radius and is hardly disturbed by uneven ground. This stability is a real friend raiser on winding roads such as the Costa Brava, The Monster SP is constantly thrown from one side to the other and inspires with its extreme agility and simultaneous stability. When accelerating out, it doesn't go down on its knees either, but hangs on to the throttle precisely, accompanied by the angry growl from the Termogny exhaust, and delivers power with a bellyful of power. With 93 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM and 111 horsepower at 9,250 RPM and a vehicle weight of just 186 kilograms, you quickly get up to speed and all too soon have to close the throttle again to protect your wallet and driver's license. However, you often do not reach the maximum power at all in the angular work, but instead move in the engine sweet spot between 4,000 and 9,000 RPM. Here, the V2 revs up lively and is really fun. Thanks to the standard quickshifter, you can also shoot through the gears in a sporty and crisp manner, and surprisingly, not only in sporty mode. On the Multistrada V2S last year, it was still the case that outside the engine's comfort zone at low revs, the quickshifter also fiddled around. But on the Monster SP, all gear changes are clean and fast, regardless of the riding situation, except between first and second gear. This problem, which is also known from other Ducati models, is particularly noticeable when taking corners in a sporty manner. Even when pushed hard, the quickshifter sometimes does not allow the rider to downshift to first. Apart from this one irregularity, however, the numerous electronic assistance systems on the Monster SP work perfectly. The Sport riding mode delivers the most direct throttle response and the most riding fun in good conditions. For more relaxed starts or in changing road conditions, the gentler road mode is recommended where the throttle response is smoother and the traction control is more sensitive. The Monster's own riding mode, wet mode, is very cautious and is used in poor conditions. However, the electronic control can also be adjusted in detail from traction control to throttle response, launch control and wheelie control. The operating concept is very intuitive and simple. As with other Ducati models, it is controlled via the blinker switch and an up or down toggle switch. The information is clearly displayed on the 4.3-inch TFT display. Conclusion on the Ducati Monster SP 2023. The Ducati Monster SP is a sharp, naked bike that can offer maximum riding fun on the right track. Country road raiders in particular, who go hunting in tight corners and on winding routes, will enjoy the extreme agility and the great sporty performance of the engine, suspension and brakes. Away from the sporty pace, however, the Monster SP is less satisfied and shows this to the rider. It wants to be driven and does not see itself as a daily driver in any way. Thank you for watching this video. If you have questions, comment below. We will try to answer everything. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed our content, please consider giving us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos in the future. Stay tuned for more!